participated in leadership breakfasts, okay, or in rocks groups, okay, to help some individual skills and to help communicate and help grow some of those leadership skills that we want. And a big piece of that is FFA. All right, some of you are highly active, some of you are moderately, and some of you are a member, but you don't participate in a lot. And that's okay, but I'm just letting you know that that's an opportunity for leadership as well. Some of you branched out and became class officers, okay? Some of you competed in CDEs that you've never done before, like soil judging. You're like, what's soil? And you branched out and you did some of those pieces. A lot of you competed in Agri-Science Fair and were extremely successful in Agri-Science Fair, as well as State Science Fair, which isn't part of FFA, but another piece. And a lot of you attended national or state convention. A lot of you, I know, did state convention to just broaden your horizons and understand things a little bit more. I know I missed some things, but those are all leadership opportunities that you have all been a part of, or most of you have been a part of, or at least observed to help you grow. The last thing is empathy, okay? And I think you would all agree, teachers too, we've had to have a lot of empathy this year in understanding each other, okay? This school comes from 16 or 17 different districts, okay? I can't tell you how many different school buildings, probably 25 or so. Some of you different teachers. All right? And so we at this school have a very wide range of backgrounds represented right here, okay, in this gym. And so some of you wake up at the crack of dawn and take care of your animals, and some of you hit the snooze button like 6 times and are still late to school. That's cool. And then you sit together today at a table, all right, and you talk to your friends. That's the type of stuff, though, that makes this place so awesome. That makes the place sometimes a little too much drama, all right? But there's a lot of understanding. Hey, I'm just but with all that, you become stronger and better, okay? And can work through conflicts like no other, okay? If you didn't be exposed to those different situations that you all come from, okay? And so you're part of the family, and you're still part of the family. Just like brother and sisters fight, you all fight, you have your issues. Yeah, that's what happens when you're close. All right, that's what happens when you're close. So I do want to, before we get to the next thing, is just I have like a metaphor for all of you. I don't want to be like too sappy or too serious because I'm a pretty lighthearted person. But I do want you all to reflect with me one more time, okay, about this moment in this school year and being part of this school, okay? So bear with me. I like to envision, and I do this often with a lot of things, okay? All your lives are like a string, okay? Think of a long string, okay? And those strings come from all different areas, different schools, okay, different families, whatever, okay, or a thread, whatever you want to call it. And then you all come together for 6 years. Most of you. Some strings will, go this way or that way or whatever. But you're here at Global for 1,080 days. All right? That's 6 years, 180 days a year, assuming you're you're not that absent at all, assuming that you're present here all the time. So it's not exact, so say about 1,000 days, okay? We have you for 1,000 days. It doesn't count the summers, the weekends, whatever. So, if you think about it, that's not a ton of time. I mean, it feels like this year felt long, 180 days, okay? But in the grand scheme of your whole life, that's not a ton of time. And so each of your teachers, okay, they see you an hour a day, sometimes more if you have advisory, sometimes less when we have some weird schedules or whatever, but your teacher might only see you 180 hours a year, right? So that's not a ton of time. But in that time, you all make huge impacts on each other. And so those strings kind of come together and strengthen, right, when they braid together. And we're going to lose a few strings, okay? Some of you get pulled back to your other district for various reasons. Some of you, maybe this isn't a great fit. Some of you, maybe it's not a great fit. That's okay too. You might go back. But for the most part, those strings, okay, will stay together for the next 6 years. Okay. I have a few notes so yeah. And I have all your superlatives on here. I can remember all that. So, as you're together, okay, that's a chance for you all to encourage, to celebrate, to push. Can you hold on to the ball, please? Hey, bear with me, I'm almost done. Here, right here. Probably mine. Actually, because we're on my compromise on this stuff. Okay, so things that stick out to me, all right, is that one day you all will spread back out. There'll be little clusters that maybe go to college together, or hang out on Friday nights, or maybe go to the same job, okay? But after you graduate, a lot of you will start going separate ways, okay? And so I want you to seize this time here, okay? Take advantage of what we have, all right? And reflect on your discussions and your conversations, because change doesn't happen, okay, in one day. Change happens with subtle decisions over years and years and years. And as I've seen this current graduating class, okay, we're 8th graders here. I've seen them grow in ways that you can't imagine, and I'm going to expect you all to do the same too. We will see that. So, part of that starts every day with decisions. Okay, there's a couple quotes that I want to leave with you. One is watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. Watch your habits. They become your character. Okay? And watch your character, it becomes your life or your destiny. Okay? And so, it all starts with a very small thought. Okay? Am I going to study? Am I going to study for that test? Am I going to apologize to a friend? Okay? Am I going to say, hey, how are you, to a teacher? And over time, those things become who you are. All right? And sometimes it doesn't feel natural, and that's okay. All right? But those thoughts and things start to change, and you will make a positive influence if you're intentional, okay, with those things. The last quote I have is from The Sandlot, okay? And I don't want to be too, like I said earlier, too sappy, but it's, again, a self-reflective moment. At some point in your childhood, you and your friends went outside to play together for the last time, and nobody knew it. All right, it's deep, isn't it? It's sad. It's sad. And if you watch that movie's all about one summer, right? The whole movie's about one summer. And those kids had one moment with the Beast and the All-Stars and chasing down the Babe Ruth ball and all those things, okay, that impacted, because it's narrated, okay, from a guy looking back on his past. And so I want you to kind of have that mindset too. That these next five years you have here, okay, may be all together. All right? I hope that's not the case, but you can make those choices, all right, to continue those lifelong relationships or whatever it might be. And so I'm going to challenge you all, okay, to be all in whatever you're doing, okay? Whether that is school, sports, hanging out with friends, okay? Don't live life through a small screen. Okay, some of you live your whole lives for these. Alright? Live life by opening your eyes and engaging the world around you. Okay, and those are some of the opportunities that we give you here by going on hikes and parks and zoo trips and all those sort of things. Okay, giving you those experiences. So take advantage of every opportunity. Don't stop learning. Engage in your surroundings. And collectively work together to make your classes, this school, this community, and this world a better place. So thank you all for being here this year. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And I hope that this message does hit home a little bit. You can apply it this summer and the next 5 years that you're here. So give yourselves a round of applause. So, Professor, we're going to see please each. Okay. So there are 9 superlatives that you all voted on. Okay, it goes in the yearbook too. It's a chance to celebrate each other, which is one of the things that we like as a culture too. And you get a little Golden Geese award, all right, that you will cherish forever.
Put it in like a box.
Yeah, unless you break it, if you break it too bad. It's plastic and it's broken and gold, it's not actually gold. So, in no particular order, I'm going to go through the superlatives. The class clown. There's a lot of you, but we have to pick one, right? The class clown for the 7th grade class is Braylon Upshaw. Come on up. We'll see you.
I'll see if I can't find it today, I'll bring it to you. Okay.
All right. The most unique individual,
I know, but it still runs a different version of
is
Firewall.
Pluto Gastian.
Yeah, Pluto!
All right. Most likely to succeed. I need your attention in between so we can keep going. The best laugh. Jillian Jennings. This one has 2. It is the best romance. Next up. Okay. Most likely to brighten your day. The best hair is JJ. Next up, most likely to be TikTok famous. All right, and the last but not least, we're good on making it around. They're plastic, you gotta be delicate. Okay. All right. I carried these around for like 3 weeks and none of them broke. And I give you guys a thing for 30 seconds.
I mean, you shouldn't expect that.
Okay, okay? You might not get into next year, but last but not least, the best person to share a deserted island with.
Not me.
You didn't mention the best Pixie Tracker music artist. Aw. Man, I literally have my Pixie Tracker open and ready.
Okay, great. You just have to be careful with sending an email or renewal. Okay. Next up, I'm going to dismiss my table to get your refreshments, and then we're going to finish with the slideshow. Teachers, if you don't mind helping the table, you all, listen, this will make it quicker. You don't have questions.
Guys, listen.
I know
Miss
that you're
Widener,
all-
I wish they would have I wish you would have mentioned the best Pixie Tracker artist.
I know, I should have put that on there.
Aw.
Cookies, and I think some of the bags have gluten-free things as well. So you get one cookie snack, one chip bag snack, where there's like Cheetos and stuff in it too, and
Drayden, don't you dare make me eat Cheeto dust. I know you.
alright?
Shake, 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 shake.
I'll go over your house.
Listen. Hey guys.
Shaden, stop.
So, please don't make a mess.
That's nasty.
Okay, keep all your trash at your table, the slideshow will get up, but at some point, people will come around the trash and put things away. Okay? And then I'm gonna start the slideshow so that everyone's back.
Sorry about
Alright,
that.
so I'm gonna just start with, hey, this front, let's actually do this way. This holds high, go ahead and get your stuff.
I got that all on film.
Not civic music, this is why. They're banging on the table and not to break the table.
Dude, I wish they would have mentioned me as a Pixie Tracker artist.
What?
A Pixie Tracker music artist.
Well, this was months ago. You started making
Would have been cool if they mentioned me as the best Pixie Tracker artist. Ooh, I caught my phone.
I'm gonna miss you, bro. Ow!
Blah.
Or try seeing glue it.
You should have mentioned the best Pixie Tracker music artist.
Oh, that would have been good. That would have been good.
Dude, I literally have my Pixie Tracker ready. If only I could just link up to it and have my Pixie Tracker songs play, but they're not very long.